Can somebody be free from desire? Hey, desire here is not simply a desire for food to fill up the stomach, for not that kind of desire that anybody will have, but desire to be complete. Desire to say that a desire that without which I am incomplete. I as a person am incomplete. I am apurnaha. No, no, no. That kind of a desire doesn't exist for a sannyasi. Shariram kevalam karma, kurvan apnoti kilbisham. Na apnoti kilbisham. So kurvan, so look at that, kurvan. That person is active, kurvan. Why is a person active even after jnanam? Please tell me. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karma krit. Hey, no being can be actionless. Not possible. Even a jnani cannot be action. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu. We saw all that, right? And so that is one shloka where this word sarva parigraha comes. Okay. Haraji, go ahead.
Mahodaya, a couple of things. One is, are you going to do anything for the Gita Jayanti that's coming up?
Yes. Gita Jayanti is coming up on 22nd.
22nd.
So 22nd morning we are meeting at 6:30. 6:30 and we'll be chanting some chapters of the Bhagavad Gita. And so Swapna ji and Rukmini ji and others are organizing it. They've asked for volunteers and things like that. So
I didn't know that. I didn't get anything. Probably it is. I didn't hear it. Okay, very good.
So what you do is, so go ahead and we can have, so Vijay, for example, send Haraji's name to Swapna, add him, then be in touch with Haraji also. So that's the plan. So we'll probably have, maybe I'll say a few words for 10 minutes and then we will chant. They are planning for 1.5 hours, I think.
Okay.
We'll have to Parayanam of Bhagavad Gita.
Haraprasad Mahodaya, it was in the group. Sapna put it in the Vedanta group. In Vedanta Bhagavad Gita Kathopanishad group, Sapna put it long back, and people have volunteered for chanting, and she has allotted slokas also.
Okay, Mahodaya, I don't know what...
so if you want, even now, Mahodaya, you can give your name. We will include you and we will do the adjustment.
Will do.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, Mahodaya, Vidhi.
Yeah, go ahead.
The word Vidhi comes from the root vid, to know.
Correct.
Is Vidhi, is it a lot lakara?
Yes, it is lot.
Is it two Madhyama Purusha Ekavachana?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Dhanyavada.
Jaykumarji, one more doubt I have. This Shatru Pratyaya, Davan Balakaha, Davamana Balakaha. What is the difference?
See, Dhavati is Parasmaipadi. Parasmaipadi Shatru will go only with Parasmaipadi.
Yeah.
So Dhavan. Davamanaha, is there a word called Davamanaha?
Yes. I came across somewhere in some, I think it is in some Chepa Ramayana. I came across.
Okay, in that case, Dhav Dhatu could be Ubhayapad. Could be Ubhayapad. You check it out first. Could be Ubhayapad. Dhavate also may be there. If it is not Ubhayapadi, Dhavamanaha is Arsha Prayogaha.
Okay.
It is Shanach only, but I'm saying Shanach comes only to Atmanepadi.
Atmanepadi, yeah.
So that's why I'm asking you to check if
No.
Dhav is Ubhayapadi.
Shanach comes only in Parasmaipadi.
No, Atmanepadi.
Illa, Atmanepadi.
Shanach is, yeah. Shanach is Parasmapadi.
Shatru is Paras.
Shatru is
Vardhamana. Like Vardhamana. Vardate.
Vardate Atmanepadi. Yeah.
Atmanepadi. So Vardhamana, you can't say Vardhan. Vardhan won't work.
Yeah. Vardhamana. Right.
Vardhamana, Dha. So Pashyan, Shrinman, all those are Parasmaipadi forms.
Pashyan.
Vardhan you can't say, you have to say Vardhamana.
Right.
So look into that, Dhav. If Dhav is not Ubhayapadi, then we have to say that it is Arsha Prayoga. Arsha Prayoga means it's a license taken by Arsha Rishis have. Then, yeah, you have to say that. You and I can't compose like that. If we were to compose, we can't say. We can't take that license. Yeah, Mahesh.
So in the second shloka we did today, we said the actions bind, right? So people that, but the reason we do action in the first place is for happiness, isn't it? So which is coming earlier in the sattva gunas, right? I mean, that's what drives us to do actions.
So what is your question? I'm waiting for your question.
No, my question is, I mean, you have to look both in together, because what drives one to make action is the ultimate happiness, which is the result of sattva.
No, happiness alone is not sattva. Sattva.
No, I know, but I'm saying is predominant. We said happiness is.
No. Everybody wants happiness. But what one does to get that happiness is what is differentiated by the three gunas. The sattva predominant guy also wants the same happiness that anybody else wants. Okay. But this guy is not going to go do the things that the raja predominant person does, right? That person's way of seeking happiness is going to be different. Different types of jobs. You won't like the jobs the rajas second category person does. You won't like the jobs. Rajas category person cannot do the first category job anyway. And so that's how it is. Same, yeah, true, you are right. It's happiness everybody is seeking. But how they want to seek is going to be differentiated by the guna. Guna pradhanatvam will decide.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, anybody else?
Guruji, Ashtadhyayi says Dhav is Ubhayapad.
It says Ubhayapadi?
Yeah.
That puzzle solved. Ubhayapadi, good. Puzzle solved. So, Rukmini is there or not?
Yeah. Yes, Jaykumarji, I am here.
Okay, so is the puzzle solved or not?
Yeah. Now I get it.
So, Pashyan, Shrinman, Prishan, Dhavan also is okay. Dhavamana also okay. So, Valmiki used Dhavamana to complete the meter. He could have said Dhavan also. But said, he knows. That means he knows. Valmiki is a Muni, Rishi. He knows all these things. Amazing. I think this could be a good, are you teaching this in the Sanskrit class?
No, not yet. I am reading Samchepa Ramayanam. There it came, so I was wondering. I have read only Davan Balakaha Pashyan, this Shatru Pratyaya, Dhavamanaha. So I was wondering what it is. Yes, you rightly said to fit in the chandas, he might have used that.
Good. Very nice.
Sometime
So,
back,
huh?
sometime back in Vyoma, there was a course on Samsheva Ramayana. Sri Ramasubramanian Mahodaya.
Okay. Sanksheparama. Very good. Sanksheparama is nice. I've heard it from Swami Tattvavidananda Saraswati. Yes,
Now
yes.
this Ananta Kalyana Krishnan of Samskrita Bharati, he is also taking.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, Vaidya, go ahead.
So Jaykumarji, it is very interesting how you mentioned in an organization you can have sattva, rajas, and tamas. So I think it's an original. I've not heard that before. It's very well. I think you should write about this. Uh, so the same thing can be applied to just like an organization is a microcosm of society after all, right?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
just like you have the four varnas with the division according to guna, the same thing you can have in the people in an organization.
Or people in a
And
or people in a family also.
yes, definitely in a family also. So then the key in an organization, a key role of management would be to have this insight so that this, like you said, staff accordingly, put them in the right roles. Also ensure you have a mix of all the needed roles, right? You want, so for example, what I'm trying to say is, even in the marketing department, you need a couple of sattvic people so that the marketing doesn't become rogue marketing.
They do have this concept here, Vaidyaji. I remember like even 20 years back, I think when I first started working, one of the first things they did in our organization was they made us do this group activity where they divided us into 4 types. I thought it correlated very well with the varnas actually.
MBTI.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is this Myers-Briggs type indicator.
Right.
Yeah.
That one has many more than 4, I think.
That's many more. Many subtypes.
Yeah.
Okay, but they divided us into 4 actually. One who was visionary, right? One who's into the details, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, there are various there is something called DISC, DISK, or DISC, which is similar to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like they
And
do
they
it.
give different colors also, they give
Yeah.
blue and red and yellow and green. So the red are, obviously the ones who are the type A personalities,
Yeah.
like Jaykumarji mentioned.
Edward D. Bono's caps.
Six thinking at Edward E. Bono.
So yeah. So that's important in any organization. It's important. So yeah, our people seem to have used this guna model very, very well, and they use it in Shastram here. They use it in Ayurveda. They use it everywhere. This Trigunatmika comes everywhere. That is a fundamental, and then
Yeah, it
from
is
there they
basic.
build on it. There they build on.
So guna in Ayurveda is you're talking about Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, right?
Vata, Pitta, Kapha words they use, but there must be a way to connect it with Triguna.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is, but they connect it.
I see.
Ah.
Thank you.
So Vata, Pitta, Kapha is in fact the proportion is connected to what type of nature? Even the body proportion is connected to the guna.
Guna is slightly internal. Tridosha is what is getting reflected.
Oh, wow. Can you say some more?
Vata, Pitta, Kapha is doshas. Yeah.
The dosha,
Can
Tridosha,
you say
right?
some more?
So basically, the Tridosha is what he is exhibiting. Guna is something internalized, right? I mean, you will not be able to identify it so clearly. It requires a lot of analytic, but Tridosha gets exhibited.
The guna is more subtle, Vaidya. It's subtle. This Triguna's model is subtle. And whereas the Tridosha, so based on the symptoms, you can look at the symptoms you have, and then they can tell you.
Solidified.
Just by touch of the hand, they determine what is more.
So,
Regarding this, Ayurveda physicians know Kava is more, Pitta is more, and all. Don't even ask you. By just seeing you walk in, they can determine what kind of person, what kind of dosha you are having in.
Yeah.
just like we make the statement, behavior is expressed attitude.
Exposed attitude.
Yeah, behavior is expressed attitude.
Yeah, but Mahodaya, some people take this to an extreme in the sense, they say Swami, they say he was rajas-minded. Okay, the reason why they say he was rajas-minded is.
You're muted, Mahodaya. You're muted.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. They say Swamiji.
You're muted once again.
I think, yeah, suddenly you're.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
muted. And now you're okay.
Okay. They say Swami Vivekananda was a rajas-minded person because he started the Ramakrishna mission. And so he wanted to spread, and he was, in that connection, they say he was a rajasic-minded person. But again, people take this concept too much.
So Haraji is bringing an important point, right? The point is, it is supposed to help us. Where it doesn't help us, you should not use this model. We can't use a model to judge people. Judging people, right? You can't use a that is like a reverse discrimination. Your model is supposed to be used to help us to identify, okay, who am I? It's supposed to be used for on ourselves, actually speaking. In Shastra many. And what's my personality? What is the Shastram telling about personalities, and how I can gravitate towards Sattva Pradhana. Okay, that is how I should use it. And of course, organizations, etc., might use it consciously to match personalities, characters, etc., to get a good, more productive outcomes, etc. But trying to assess Swami Vivekananda and all, to me, it's not correct, because did you get the message of Vivekananda? Did you study the Upanishads first? That's where he's getting all that from. I don't do all that. Instead, I make comments about Rajas and Tamas and he unnecessary. Unnecessary. So this you throw the baby with the bathwater. That is exactly what Hara is saying. So you can't use it, just like anything. You can't use it where it should not be used. It's unproductive to use it in some places. Correct. Haraji is correct. And so otherwise it becomes branding. Dangerous. Branding is to be done in certain places. Companies consciously do branding. But then human beings, you have to be very careful. You can't brand people. Then you're putting them in a band, and that's not correct. No human being will accept that I'm in a so-and-so band. Not acceptable. So that's why we have to be careful. So we have a new, we have a friend here, now Mr. Narayan Kamath, and he was attending the other sessions, the Can Life Be More Fulfilling? We had a couple of sessions. And so he joined that class, and then I think then he approached me and said he wanted to attend Gita classes and so forth. So I welcomed him, and so I wanted all of you to welcome him. Why don't we have Narayanji introduce himself first? Where is he from, etc.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Guruji, and thank you, everyone. I am really grateful for the opportunity to be part of this. Like Guruji said, I will participate. Can life be more fulfilling? And I found that it would be slightly more fulfilling if I joined this this group for the Bhagavad Gita also, because that is just once a month, and I thought it would be better to be more frequently associated. I'm a chemical engineer, and I worked in the oil and gas industry for 25 years before I quit my job and started. Now I practice as a leadership trainer and coach. And I've been on the spiritual part. I'm a very late entrant. I just started about 18 months ago or something, just getting more serious about learning. And I'm here. I thought it would be very overwhelming, very difficult to follow, but I'm really grateful the way Guruji conducts this. I think it was very easy. I also attended the Abhyasa session with Rukmani ji, Meera ji, Venkatraman ji on Saturday. So that also helped me be more comfortable about joining this session in the middle of everything that is happening. So thank you very much again for the opportunity, and I'm really glad to know all of you. Thank you.
And Narayan, where are you located?
I'm located in Bengaluru. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're joining the already majority is from Bengaluru. So you're giving them greater strength now, Bengaloreans.
Yeah.
So you Bangalore, and now you're retired, but you're a leadership coach, and so you're more a consultant. You're a consultant.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
And you're married. You have children.
Yes, I do. I even have 2 grandchildren. I have so.
Very good. Very good.
Narayanji, you can listen to the recordings in the YouTube.
Yes. I started there. I got introduced to this group from there itself. Thank you.
Yeah, so we are following, we are all students of Swami Dayananda Saraswati ji, Vashyabdya Gurukulam. So we have almost 3 decades of exposure now to Swami's teaching. So you're welcome to catch up on some of the concepts, but we will be covering concepts cyclically in these chapters. So I may be referring to some words which may be new to you. If so, what you do is you can either ask in Satsang or ask in the Abhyasa class. You get it clear. All right, welcome Narayan.
Thank you.
All right, so we will.
Guruji, I had a question. Can I ask?
No, can I have? This is sounding very strange because.
No, because the time is up, no? So I thought I can wait for next session also.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and ask.
So this joy and all the gunas which they project, it's also an abhasa, is it not? Like it is the projection of happiness on something else, right? Is it like that? We are trying to project happiness because that's our nature. We are trying to project it on various things depending on the gunas.
So, see, what Krishna will say is, when the sense organs contact the sense object, it will produce some experience. Pleasant experience, desirable, or unpleasant, undesirable. This is the norm. Whether in Jnani also, the same thing will happen. Any average person also, the same thing will happen. Okay. Now, the difference between a Jnani and the other person is what? I will think that, oh, that object gives me ananda. Because I associate that pleasant experience with that object. Maybe a person, maybe a thing, whatever. Shastram says it's not possible. Such a thing cannot arise. No object has the capacity to give ananda. Hey, my ananda was there, it was somehow blocked, and somehow that block was released when that contact happens, and I feel happy. Feel happy. Happiness caused by you, caused by her, caused by him, caused by these things I possess. So it's a huge shift in the mindset, Nobody questions that. How can an object cause ananda? That question has to be asked. So I think you are asking if it is a projection. Well, if at all you say it's a projection, it is a projection. What are you projecting? That object is a cause of ananda, is a projection.
No.
It's a projection. All of us do it all the time.
So the ignorance is the projection by itself.
Because of ignorance, I project an attribute on something that something does not have. It is like projecting colors on the sky. Sky doesn't have any colors, but I project some colors because what? Rainbow. I say there is a rainbow.
Oh, it means to say I see it is blue, but then I don't know it is not true. I think it to be true.
Yeah, so I do see pink color, blue color, yellow, everything I see. Seeing is okay. Everybody sees that same color. So that's not a projection. You're not projecting it. But when I say that sky is emanating the blue color, its nature is pink, its nature is white, its nature is yellow, if I say, then I am making a mistake. That is due to ajnana. So the projection is not the color itself. The projection is thinking that the color is the nature of that particular object is the projection. Is the projection.
Sun rises in the east.
Yeah.
So that clears a lot of things, because if you start thinking like some person is the cause for sorrow, again, it is actually not like that.
It is not like that. That's a huge shift.
Yeah.
If we can give ourselves the freedom to think like that, then suddenly your life changes.
Swami Parsardi says, one man is trying to desperately to divorce a person, another man is waiting to marry the same girl. Says, some Elizabeth Taylor married 8 times, and 2 times or 3 times she married the same person. It's what you call dry bone blood by the dog.
And we keep coming back to the same mistake because of what you say is conditioning, is it? That's where the gunas are playing the role, that we want to make the same mistakes because we are not.
Yeah, I suppose if we make a mistake, we can also make the mistake again. And we don't take the time to think through. And so think through means the sattva guna is not predominant. Sattva guna guy can ask, wait a minute, if I do the same thing, what will happen? I'll get the same thing again. And so why am I doing the same thing? At least that much he may be able to assess. But so yeah, so why are we like this? If you ask gunas, because of the gunas, we are like that. Why am I making wrong conclusions? Rajoguna. Rajoguna makes me do something. In the process, in a hurry, I make a mistake.
And it also seems like many of us are conditioned to sorrow and empathy and all that. We empathize ourselves. There is an addiction for that also, I guess.
Yeah, anything can be an addiction. Anything can be an addiction. Even, what happens? They say in partnerships, in marriages, there is some guy, there's an abusive guy. And the lady loves the abusive guy. And there is a mutual give and take there also. He beats her and then he feels sad. And then she consoles him. Then he does the same thing again. Then she does the same thing again. There is some complex psychology. And there is a word they use for it. There is a word for it. And so, yeah, so this
There's some compulsion kind.
or put it differently, there is some person who loves to take care of others, and there's another person who's always not well, etc. Then there's a great combination. So taking care of somebody else gives me comfort. And I always need somebody to take care. If everybody is healthy, then I have a problem. Because I don't have anybody to take care of. So these kinds of problems are all there. So that's why, yeah. So your point is well taken. So these are all again, there is an English word for all these things.
Archetypes.
I was looking for just a psychological, different types of psychological problems.
Hmm.
I mean, all of us have psychological problems. The question is, what psychological problem? So let us compare our problems, I have a different problem, you have a different problem. So different types of problems. Anyway.
Dhanyawada, Guruji.
Guruji, just on that.
No, I think I think I got the answer. It is for Bengalurians only then.
No, it did not be because these days travel has been very, very. All you have to do is sit at home and then click a couple of buttons, you can get your ticket. Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trilokyanathaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.